Hi everybody, I'm Susanna. I'm a native from Rome, Italy, and I work with Nomad, and today I want to talk to you about one of the most important aspects of moving to another country, the dating culture. As you may know, the dating culture in Italy is pretty unique, and I would say unique in a good way. However, you might want to be aware of a few things that you might not expect if you want to come to Italy and date here. So here are a few heads up or tips that I can give you about that. So first thing, I would say just figure out what you're looking for. This is really important in all dating cultures, but especially in Italy, because the tools you will use to arrive to your main objective are different depending if you look for a long relationship, a stable relationship, or just a casual hangout. The second thing to be aware of is whatever kind of relationship you're looking for, the dating apps are not really popular in Italy, or they have not been for a long time. They've been recently introduced, and people that go for dating apps usually don't look for a very serious relationship. They kind of look for more, casual hangouts, as I said. People that really want to meet someone else, they ask their friends to introduce them to someone, or they even meet people through family events or family gathering. This might be odd to you, but there's not such an open mind about dating apps as you might think. This brings me to my third point. It's really important to just circle yourself with the right kind of companionship. So you have to be really careful with your contacts. You might want to be nice to people just because those people are the ones that are going to introduce you to possible new circles of friends. And as a person that moves into a new place or visits a new place for first time, that might be kind of important. So the guy that you met at the gym or the lady you buy milk from every day, those people are the ones that are probably going to introduce you to someone, or even to a circle of friends where you can actually find a new partner. I feel like in Italy, as in any parts of the world, the dating market is going through a slight crisis, and this might sound pretty, like desperate, but it's not, because actually this allows you for people to come at you, for girls in their 20s, late 20s or 30s, to come and talk to you, or just to want to date. Actually, when the market is in a crisis, then people really want what they can have, and what they can have is really like in this case dating. A lot of people are singles in their late 20s or 30s and are looking for a stable relationship, so this might just be your occasion to come up to those people, to those women, and talk to them, and this is completely acceptable. It wouldn't be inappropriate to just approach someone and talk to them, ask them for their numbers. This is completely acceptable. However, if you don't feel like that, if you don't feel comfortable approaching girls you don't know, then you, as I said, as the dating market is in a slight crisis, you might just wait up and see if someone is approaching you, because that's something that I've seen happening so many times with my friends. Someone asking for an information or just a lighter, whatever it was. I feel like people are more outgoing in Italy, as I've said, so they are probably more it's easier for you to be approached by a girl rather than in other places of the world. I have a few other tips for someone that landed a date, right? You did everything that I said in my tips before, and then now you have someone that you want to bring to a date. There are a few things you might want to be aware of even in that regard. You might want to consider that all women in Italy have a weakness or like a soft spot for chivalry, or just like acts of courtship. So even opening the door, offering to drive to the dating spot, those are all things that might make you come across as a very serious guy, as a very well-educated person, and this is something that is definitely appreciated. Another thing that is kind of on the same note is how to present yourself. So compared to the US or Canada, we are a more formal country. I would say that for a date, I wouldn't go for sweats or even open-toe shoes, right? Unless you're not having a date on the beach. But, those things are very much kind of give off the vibe that you don't really want to be there. So I would definitely go for something more put together, casual jeans, a white shirt. It's really, really appreciated. So something like that, a sneaker or like a closed shoe, that would be really something that may make you stick out, because it's really important, the first impression you make. Another thing that I would say you have to get familiar with if you want to date in Italy is the concept of aperitivo. Aperitivo is basically like a pre-dinner drinks ritual where you casually drink someone and have light snacks and wait for dinner. I would say this is a really great thing to ask out someone. So you just meet someone and you don't want to commit yourself to a dinner. I personally would ask them for an aperitivo. So I'm in between a dinner and a coffee. It comes across like you want to have something with that person, and drinks are a really great way to express that, but it doesn't commit yourself as a dinner. And if you enjoy the company of the person you've asked out, then you can definitely turn that aperitivo into a dinner. But just to start things, I would say it's a really great opportunity. Another thing I feel like it's important to stress, it might not happen to you, but I feel like you might want to be aware of it, is that being late to date doesn't necessarily mean that the person doesn't want to go on a date with you. It's just a part of the culture. So if you ask someone out and they're late, don't take it personally. They might be late because of the culture and they still want to go on a date with you. So even if your date shows up 15 to 20 minutes late, that's not rude necessarily. I mean, it's not seen as rude. It's just, things happen and someone may be in a hurry. I know that's very different from the American culture, but you don't have to be scared or just put off by that behavior. Lastly, remember that women are very fascinated with foreigners. So just because of the fact that you speak another language and you moved to Italy from another country, you will make a very good first impression. Those are just a few of the tips that I gathered for you. If you want to know more about it, just please leave a comment below and reach out to Nomad Elite. We will be happy to assist you with your questions and any other thing concerning your moving plan. So if you want to relocate, don't hesitate and reach out to us.